Hello, it's me again. I'm back, you know. And I'm here to tell you about my new alliance, you see. Because if you read this fine magazine, you see that? There you are. It features the Queen, the Duchess of Cambridge, and him. And you see, what it says is, it's making a difference. You see, our Green Royals, because the Queen has joined forces with William, that's him, and Kate, the Duchess of Cambridge, who's very nice, to put the environment first, you see. And that's truly wonderful, I think. So I've decided that I'm going to join forces with the Queen and the Duchess of Cambridge. Although he may be busy selling the big issue. But I'm going to join forces with the Queen and the Duchess of Cambridge to put the environment first, you see, to make a new alliance. So you'll be watching the media, you see, coverage, which will say Hugo and the Queen and the Duchess of Cambridge have joined forces to put the environment first, you see. And that's great. It's great that we're joining forces to put the environment first. Thank you very much. Our newspapers are very, very helpful because they give us information that we wouldn't have normally, you see, and that helps us. So, for example, this piece of newspaper, which I found really helpful, you see, as it features 4 ladies, and at the bottom it says it's time to normalise the mid-sized woman. And that's very useful because it's telling me that now is the time to normalise the mid-sized woman. So what might have happened without this, you see, I could have just gone around randomly normalising mid-sized women at the wrong time, you see, and causing some serious embarrassment, not to say a social faux pas, you see. But now, because of this very helpful newspaper, you see, I know that now is the time to normalise the mid-sized woman. So now I can put my plan into action and get on with normalising mid-sized women. The only problem I had initially, of course, was that this particular picture has 4 women, you see, from a very small one to a larger one, you see, and then there's 2 in the middle. So it's very difficult from this picture to ascertain exactly which one of these is the mid-sized woman, you see. So because middle is there, there's no women in the middle because there's 4 of them, you see. If they had 3 of them, that would be much easier, you see. Then I'd have a very good idea of what was the mid-sized woman. But I'm going to have to go now for something in between number 2 and number 3, you see, when it comes to the process of normalising. Anyway, so armed with this piece of information, I duly set off into town, you see, with the aim of normalising the mid-sized woman. So I'm in town, you see, looking around at these ladies, small ones, big ones, whatever, looking for the perfect mid-sized woman, you see, and I spotted one. And I went through my head into how this process would actually manifest itself, you see. And I thought to myself, right, I'm going to go to this lady, I'm going to say, hello, you don't know me, but I'd just like to point out that you're very mid-sized. And I regard this as normal, you see. You have a very mid-sized bottom, a very mid-sized chest. And this is perfectly normal, you see. This is normal for you to have these particular features in these proportions. And therefore you don't need to be ashamed or embarrassed about your mid-sizedness, you see. Anyway, I ran this through my head. It didn't seem to quite fit. So I aborted my plan, went to the pub and had a pint and watched the rugby. The other day I was walking down the road and past me went a car, and on top of this car was still at a driving school, passed within a week. And I thought, that's good, you see, that's a good driving school, you see, because I know from personal experience with my children that driving instructors are somewhat rare these days and difficult to come by, you see. So I thought, that's good that a driving school is going and helping you to pass within a week, you see. And I looked inside the car, you see, and driving it was a gentleman in a sort of brown jumper, you know. and next to him in the passenger seat was a roll of carpet. And I thought, that's really clever, you see. Because there's a shortage of driving instructors, they've got this roll of carpet to take the place of the driving instructor, you see, thereby easing the strain on our workforce, you know. And I thought, that's very clever. And I did consider, you see, that we might wish to replace our Prime Minister with a loo brush. And it might be an improvement to have an actual loo brush in charge of the country rather than something that just looks like one.